Once, in a bustling village, there lived two neighbors, Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones. They had been friends for years, but one day a small dispute arose over a fence that divided their properties. Mr. Smith felt that the fence was encroaching on his yard, while Mr. Jones believed it was just fine where it was. Instead of discussing it openly, Mr. Smith decided to retaliate by trimming back some of the plants along the fence line that Mr. Jones had carefully tended to over the years. Angered by this gesture, Mr. Jones retaliated by starting a loud construction project in the early morning hours, disrupting Mr. Smith's peace. This cycle continued. Mr. Smith would complain loudly about the noise, and Mr. Jones would respond by throwing noisy parties at night. The entire village began to notice the escalating squabble and took sides, which only fueled the fire between the two neighbors. Finally, the village elders called for a meeting to resolve the issue. They encouraged Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones to share their grievances. After a tense exchange, they realized how silly their retaliation had been and how their actions had impacted not just their friendship, but also the entire village. In a moment of clarity, they both apologized and decided to work together to build a new fence. The new fence was beautiful and sturdy, incorporating ideas from both of them. They even threw a neighborhood barbecue to celebrate the resolution. From that day on, Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones learned that communication was far more effective than revenge. Their friendship blossomed again, uniting the village along with it. The tit-for-tat had transformed into teamwork, and the village thrived in harmony.